Hey guys, welcome back to another pickups video, this time for the month of July of 2014. And as usual, I'm going to start with my physical purchases and then move on into the digital downloads, because there were a couple of interesting digital games that I downloaded this past month. So I'm going to start with a very good deal that Best Buy had here in the US, where they had a buy one get one free for first party Nintendo 3DS titles, which is a fantastic deal considering first party Nintendo games hardly ever go on sale. So I was all over this sale right here and picked up a bunch of 3DS games. And add to that I'm a Gamers Club member, so I got 20% off from the total price. So best deal of the year so far here for new games. And the first game that I picked up is Kirby Deluxe. I'm really glad I waited because I was going to pick this game up on release date. So I'm really glad my patience paid off. And I haven't played this yet, but it's supposed to be a very solid Kirby entry. And as usual, I've heard it's a pretty easy game, a pretty short game as well. But that's to be expected from a Kirby game. So I'm excited to put this game in and start playing it. So really happy I waited and for this game to purchase it. So Kirby Deluxe. And then the game that I got for free as part of that promotion was Yoshis New Island. Now I'm currently playing this game pretty close to the end, so expect to see an impressions video coming up soon. But let me just say that it's a pretty solid platformer, but it's nowhere near as good as the original release on the Super Nintendo. That game is on a whole different level. It's a classic platforming game, and again, this is a pretty solid entry in my opinion, but it does come pretty short when compared to the original Super Nintendo release. Nevertheless, I'm having a good time and expect to see an impressions video coming up pretty soon for this game. So Yoshi's New Island for the Nintendo 3DS. And keeping up with that same sale, I picked up Tomodachi Life for the Nintendo 3DS, and I didn't know too much about this game. I was very curious to try it. I've seen a few trailers and videos, and even after watching a couple of videos, I couldn't really grasp what this game is all about. It's supposed to be some kind of life simulator similar to Animal Crossing, but the game doesn't take itself seriously at all. It's supposed to be funny and just a little bit odd, a little bit of an odd game, and you control your Mii character and you can develop relationships with other Mii characters and whatnot. So again, I haven't fired this up yet because I'm playing Yoshi's New Island, but I'm very curious to try this game out and see what it's all about. And again, this is the type of game that I'm really glad it went on sale, because it's pretty risky to pay like $39 or $35 for a game like this. So I'm really happy it was part of this promotion. And the last game that I picked up from that buy one get one free promotion at Best Buy is Mario Party Island Tour, which I've read that this is one of the weakest entries in the Mario Party series, but this was the only other 3DS game that I don't have in my collection that they offered, because Bravely Default, I already have it. The Zelda A Link Between Worlds, I already have it. Pokemon X, I already have it. So those games were also part of the sale, but this was the remaining title. And so I decided to pick this up. Why not? It was free. And it's supposed to be a pretty weak entry, like I said, but I'm going to try it for myself. Maybe I'll like it and see what kind of mini games they came up with, because the Mario Party series, they have like 8 or 9 or maybe even 10 games out for the series right now. So I'm curious to see how they make use of the 3DS for some of the mini games. So Mario Party Island Tour for the 3DS. Now, speaking of sales, Toys R Us, they were also having a fantastic clearance sale in which some of the games that they had on sale dropped down to 85% off of their original price. So I did pick up 2 Wii U games that I would have not picked for any other price. So they were dirt cheap, so I figured why not. The first one being Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. I'm not very big into the Assassin's Creed series, but I did hear a lot of positive things about this game. A lot of people were disappointed by Assassin's Creed 3, but supposedly this game puts the series back on the right track, and again, it was available for dirt cheap, so I decided to pick this up. I still have to beat Assassin's Creed 3 on the Wii U and then move on into this one, but supposedly this is a much better game, so I guess I'll find out at one point or another. So happy to have it on my collection now. And the next game is gonna look a little bit odd because I'm a Battlefield fanboy, but I decided to pick Call of Duty Ghosts for the Wii U. And again, it was dirt cheap, and the reason why I picked this game up is because supposedly the maps in this game are larger than any other Call of Duty game, which means that it's more similar to the Battlefield games, and there's supposedly there's a squad type of new mechanic, which again seems to be similar to the Battlefield squads, where you have like 4 people in your squad and whatnot. So I guess for me, being a Battlefield fan, this will be somewhat of a easy transition, if you will. And I don't have really any like military first-person shooters on my Wii U, so I decided to give this one a go. I want to see how the Pro Controller handles this game. So again, it was available for dirt cheap, so why not? So Call of Duty Ghosts for the Wii U. Now we're going to move on into the PlayStation family, if you will. And I'm going to start with a PlayStation Vita game that a lot of, or some people here in my circles have picked up. And that game is Silent Hill, Book of Memories. When the demo for this game came out, I did a gameplay video of it, and I was pretty impressed with it. I had fun with this, with the demo of this game, but for some reason I did not pick this game up, and I'm kind of glad I waited, because you can get this for like dirt cheap now on Amazon. I think I paid like $11 for this, so if you guys want to play, let me know. This is a very different type of Silent Hill game, where it's more of a loot Diablo type of game, if you will, and you can play with up to, I believe, 4 people as co-op online. So a different take on the Silent Hill games, but a very dark themed game that I wouldn't mind playing, and I had a good time with the demo, so happy to have this on my Vita collection now. For the PlayStation 3, and going back to the Toys R Us sale, I picked up Ace Combat Assault Horizon for the PlayStation 3. Again, this was available for dirt cheap, and I remember a friend of mine got this on release day 1, and he invited me to his place to play this game, and I do remember having a lot of fun playing this. It does take a little bit to get to learn the controls of the game and stuff, but it was a fun game from what I remember, so pretty happy to have this in my collection right now. So Ace Combat Assault Horizon for the PlayStation 3. Going back to Best Buy, they had a couple, they usually have like their deal of the day, and the first game that I picked up from that deal of the day thing is Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus. This is the latest entry in the Ratchet and Clank series, and we all know they're very fun platformers with pretty good humor and characters and whatnot. This game is supposed to be pretty short, but it was on sale for $10, so I figured even if the game is really short, it's gonna be worth it at that price point, in my opinion. And it also comes with a voucher for another game for the Ratchet and Clank Future Quest for Booty. So it's 2 games for $10. I'm not gonna complain, and I'm looking forward to playing this game. The other PlayStation 3 game that was also part of the deal of the day, it's the Walking Dead, the Game of the Year edition, I believe it's called. Yeah, the Game of the Year edition, which comes with the extra DLC content called 400 Days, I believe. And I do have this game on Steam, and I was pretty close to beating this game, but I got really frustrated because I ran into a glitch where all the decisions that I made in the previous episodes did not carry over. So apparently that's somewhat of a common glitch on the PC version of the game. So I decided to get this one for cheap and go back and playing the game from the beginning, because for a novel type of game like this, it's pretty important to have your decisions carry over. That's part of the fun of the game. So hopefully the console version, I don't think it has that glitch. At the same time, it does have a lot of performance issues from what I understand. A lot of frame rate issues, and the game runs really slow and sluggish. But I'm willing to give this one another shot, because a lot of people seem to have enjoyed this game when it was released, I believe 2 years ago. And a lot of people put this at the top of their Game of the Year lists. So looking forward into delving back to the Walking Dead games. And lastly, we're gonna move back to the handhelds. I picked up Elite Beat Agents. Amazon had this for sale for $5, and this is a rhythm game with a very interesting and quirky storyline and characters. I've only completed the first 2 levels so far, but I'm having a lot of fun with this game. A very odd Nintendo published game with, like I said, a very quirky story, funny characters, and just a little bit over the top. So I'm having a lot of fun with this. Highly recommend it if you can find it for cheap. And you can also play this on your 3DS, obviously. So that's what I'm doing right now, and it's a pretty fun title. Now, as far as the digital downloads for this month, the Steam summer sale went by, and I'm pretty proud of myself. I only picked up 1 game, because in previous years I got carried away and I just kept buying like a bunch of games that I still haven't even touched. So I picked up only 1 game, and that game is Gone Home, a game that got a lot of praise from a lot of people here. So I decided to give it a shot for, like, I think it was $3. I think it's worth it, even though the game it's supposed to be really short. I haven't started it yet, but I will at some point, so I'm looking forward into playing that game. Also, the PlayStation Store had a 99-cent flash sale, and I did pick up a bunch of games, like Wild Arms 2 for the PlayStation 1, which is a very famous RPG. It's supposed to be pretty good. I still haven't finished the first one, so once I finish the first one, I'm going to move on into Wild Arms 2. Also, I picked up Papo Yo, which is a eco type of puzzle platformer adventure game. That's, again, it's supposed to be very similar to Eco, and I love Eco, so for 99 cents I thought I'd give that game a shot and see what it's all about. Also, I picked up Urban Trials Freestyle for the PlayStation Vita, which is a rendition to a Flash game released a couple years ago, in which you ride a motorcycle and you do tricks, and you basically have to control the physics of the bike to land your tricks and whatnot. For 99 cents, it was a very good purchase, because I did put a lot of time into the game. I'm still playing through it, and I'm really glad it got offered in that sale, because it's a pretty fun title to have on your Vita at all times. So, and lastly but not least, I did, obviously, PlayStation Plus, I did download a couple of games for that. The highlight for me was Muramasa Rebirth for the PlayStation Vita. I'm really looking forward into playing that game. But I did pick up 2 Wii U downloadable titles. The first one being Wii Party U. I've used that Mario Kart 8 promotion where you had a free game to choose from. So I did go with Wii Party U, because it was the only game from that list that I did not have. So you know, why not? It was free, and I did play the game, and it's, you know, it's your typical mini game collection, but it lacks the charm of other mini game collections that I played from the past. You know, like for example, Nintendo Land. I thought it was more fun. I don't know. It's just the mini games are fun, but it's nothing special. So I'm really glad I got it for free. And the other game that I got for free is Game & Wario for the Wii U as well. That was my choice for a platinum reward for this year's Club Nintendo reward. I know a lot of people complained because they wanted physical goodies. I'm on the same camp. You know, I would have preferred to have some kind of, you know, soundtrack CD or some kind of statue or something like that. But you know, it's a free game, and I did play that game today. I played a bunch of the mini games, and it's a fun title. Nothing that I would, you know, pay a lot of money for a retail release, but I'm really glad I went with the Game & Wario. It's a fun title, and can't complain because it was offered as free for the Club Nintendo program. But that's it for now, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next month with more pickups. Take care.